Another common reason why men cheat is simply because they grew apart, right? They grew apart from their wives or their girlfriends in that relationship. It is now the only constant in life is change, right? Just ask yourself 5 years before this and 5 years or 10 years before this, do you think the same way as you did last time? Chances are you don't, because things happen to you and now you think differently, right? So it's very important for a couple to keep communicating, to keep talking about their lives. Don't be caught up in mundane things every single day. There are a lot of couples I know that once they get married, they don't talk so much anymore. Every day they just talk about paying the bills, about sending their kids to school and whatnot. That they are caught in this mundane routine of life that they forgot to date each other. They forgot to stay in touch. They forgot to talk about what happened in their day, like how are they affected by it, how are they feeling and stuff like that. Because of that, after 5 to 10 years, your conversation with your other half is just going to be about mundane things like paying your bills, going to work, and all the sending your kids to school, but make sure that they're doing their homework and whatnot. After a while, and this takes time to happen, right? After 5 to 10 years, if this goes on, you start realizing that the person sleeping next to you every night is a total stranger, that you don't really know them anymore because their values might have changed, their worldview might have changed because of the things that have happened to them. And because of that, you just feel that you can't really have anyone to talk to anymore, that your soulmate is no longer your soulmate and is no longer the right person for you.
Thank you so much for listening. But before we continue, do you have a friend who is still single? Get them to scan this QR code with Wowwwz so they can get introduced to the love of their lives today. Just type WOWWZ and you can find us on the App Store or Play Store. You can change their lives today. So please, share this with them. It's free. Links and details can also be found in the description below. Thank you.
That is when you go to work, you go to work and you see this new colleague, this new secretary, or you go to the conference and you meet this new girl. Then you realize that, hey, we actually click much better than how I click with my wife. Because every time I go back to my wife, it's just about buying stuff from the pasar, buying vegetables, cooking and stuff like that. There are just problems at home. And when you go to work, you meet someone new, then you find someone who is truly right for you, can understand you, right? Understand what you are going through in life right now. That's why once you have grown apart from someone, the temptation to cheat is going to be so much stronger. That's why men cheat, because they grew apart from their spouses. So don't let that happen. Make sure you communicate and stay in touch with each other. Otherwise, you will grow apart, and when that happens, the temptation to cheat will get stronger. And when the opportunity arises, it might just happen, right? So men cheat because they grew apart from their wives. Don't let that happen. Stay in touch and grow together with your wife or your husband.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Do you agree on what I've just shared? If you have any thoughts or interesting stories to tell me, do let me know by leaving a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. The love of your life is probably your friend's friend right now, and we can introduce you to the 60,000 single guys or 60,000 single girls in your extended network through this graph that we have built. So if you are single or know anyone who's single, do share this with them and get them to scan this QR code right here to meet other amazing single people in KL. Or if you're in Singapore, you can scan this one. You can also scan the QR codes in the descriptions below to meet other working professionals, students, lawyers, accountants, and people who like the same things and think the same way as you. Lastly, remember to like, share, and subscribe so more people can find true love. Alright? If you want to know why I've dedicated the past 10 years of my life trying to build an app that can help everyone find true love, you can watch this video right here. Or read about my 10-year startup journey in the links below. Subscribe, and someone will meet the love of their lives today.